Good morning. My name is Muhammad Izzat Faris bin Mat Fauzi, and my Swinburne student ID is 105320583. And my major is I am currently doing a degree in Bachelor's of Business, majoring in accounting. And today, I'll be explaining the purpose of the presentation, which will be the introduction of Global Bike Group. I will be presenting the key informations effectively. I will also be utilizing the charts that were provided from the link that was provided by the school, Swinburne, and I would try my best to summarize. And I will also touch on the case study. I will explain each steps and deliver a clear explanation of the steps taken. Thank you.
Welcome back. My name is Yusuf Faris and I'll be presenting to you on the Global Bike Group, and this presentation will outline a comprehensive strategy for global bike operations encompassing manufacturing, logistic designs and sustainability. Now let's start things off. What is Global Bike Group? It was founded by John Davis and Peter Schwartz. They merged their companies together, which was previously called Frankenstein Bikes and Heidelberg Composites back in 2001, and their focus was producing high performance bicycle for professional and consumer riders, excelling in touring and off-road categories. They have a headquarters back in Dallas, USA, and also a subsidiary in Heidelberg, Germany. Now let's talk about their structural. They have two CEOs, one co-CEO, which is John Davis, who oversees the order to cash, service and support, and the other is Peter Schwartz, the idea to market and build to stock processes globally. Now the enterprise functions, they have headquarters in Dallas that consolidates material planning, finance, administration, HR and IT, and US distribution centers in Dallas, San Diego, and Miami. European operation, however, they have Heidelberg that handles Southern Europe, Hamburg oversees UK, Ireland, Middle East, and Africa. Now, what are the products and strategy? They have three types of products: touring bikes, off-road bikes, and accessory. As the graph suggested below, they have deluxe, professional, and they also cater to men and women's model, which is depending on the gender. They might have smaller and ergonomic frame, and they also sell accessories, helmets, t-shirts, and other performance-related items. Now, manufacturing and capacity, they have facilities in Dallas, like I said beforehand, and the process assembles semi-finished goods into finished goods. Now, what are their distribution networks? They have one primary sales channel and one limited online sales. The third part requires us to go to SAP and use their website. For the first part, just for information, my graph will be from the top left. It will then go down to the bottom left, then it will go to the top right and go to the bottom right. Okay, for the first part, it needs us to go to product, to manage your product master data app, and then to the controlling area. And in the controlling area, there will be something called the product cost controlling page. And there, just type in DXTR1 followed by the number that you were assigned with, which was 610 for me. And I did, as you can see from the top right. Now let's go to the bottom left. It required me to only pick the plant Dallas, which I did, as you can see from the top right, and that's it. We can press OK and it will be okay. However, I discovered something that is rather unusual, which is it required me to type and change the product number to DXTR4 and followed by the number that I chose, which was 610, and I couldn't find as it already exists, as you can see by the error there. So I tried every single number combination beginning with the number 4, and it wouldn't work, sorry. So I had to start my product number by 6 and it ends with a 4. As you can see by the next slide, look at the top left, you can see that I changed it from DKTR6, it should be 4610, but there's an error, says that it already exists. So I changed it to DKTR 6014. Okay, now to the bottom, it required us to go to generate information, and that's that. And again, it requires us to pick the plant Dallas only, which is the DL00. And at the bottom, I also encountered the same problem as before, so I had to change it from 4610 to 6, as you can see to the top right, 6104, which is kind of confusing, but I had to do it because I couldn't find any replacement to it. I tried every single combination starting with the number 4. However, I was still able to accomplish the task. Now let's go to the step 3, which is to extend your raw material for calculation. It required us to go to change material app in the controlling area, on the product cost controlling page in the shop floor, and I picked costing 1. As you can see at top right, I had to pick DL00 for it to work, and I pressed confirm, and the page popped up as the bottom right. Now I chose base unit of measure EA with quantity structure checked, material origin checked, and I press save. Now to step 4, create bill of material. Now with bill of material, I had to go to controlling area on the product cost controlling page and click maintain bill of material, and I had to type in DXTR1 followed by the number that I chose, which is 6104. Okay, now to the top right, you can see that I copied my BOM, and once you've done your BOM, the bottom right you can see is the maintain bill of material. You can change the component in the number 20 to your previously created frame to TRFR4 followed by the number that you chose, which I couldn't find the right number, so I had to go with 6104. Okay. Now to creating a routing, we need to go to the controlling area to product cost controlling and pick create routing. And with create routing, you need to go to material, type in DXTR followed by the number that I chose, which was R6104, pick with DL00, and also key date, I chose the date. Now if you were to continue, press routing, and to the top right you can see that everything is going well, and it will do a calculation. You can see at the bottom right, that's the result of routing. Now to create cost estimate, you need to go again to the controlling area, click on product cost controlling, and click create material cost estimates. First type in the number of the byte that you want to use, which I use DXTR6014, and also choose standard cost estimate as the costing variant, which is the costing version 1 and 1 as the costing lot size. Now if you go to the bottom of the left screen, you can see the current date, which is the 11th of which is the November of 2024. You can go to the top right, which is the menu cost, and then also display cost component. And once you press select in the header area, you can see the raw materials as the bottom right. Now step 7, mark price updates. This one I had a little bit trouble, so you can see at the top left, go to controlling area to the product cost controlling page. In the controller row, you can see the release material cost estimates. You click that, and then you enter the current period, company code, which is US00, plant DL00, and also the bike number. And once you're done with that, you should be able to find the price updates. Now to the top right, which is the view price changes. Again, go back to the controlling area, click on product cost controlling. In the head of accounting role, you can use the manage product master data app. And there you need to enter your product number, and choose the row with the valuation area DL00 to see further details. Select other price tabs, mark standard cost estimates, as you can see at the top right, and also you can see the valuation as the bottom right. You can see at the very top, you can see the valuation. Okay. Now let's go on to release price updates. It's going to be almost the same. Go to product cost controlling page. In the head of accounting role, use the release material cost estimates. Choose the current period, company code US00, plant DL00, and material DXTR followed by the number. And then remove the test run indicator and release the price by selecting execute. And once you've done that, you can see as the bottom left, and then you can see at the top right is for the step 10, which is the manage product master data. What you need to do with this part, you need to go back to the controlling area, go to the product cost controlling page, head to the head of accounting role, use the manage product master data app, and enter the model number. And then use the pull down menu to select the valuation area section. The screen automatically scrolls to the appropriate section, of course. Choose the row with the valuation area DL00 to see further details. And then also select other price tabs, mark standard cost estimate. You will see that there is no more cost estimate present since it is already posted. From comparison, the select tab valuation current period, you can see the currently valid standard price. Thank you.
This is going to be my reflection, what I've learned from assignment 1 and 2. From assignment 1, I've learned how, from the LinkedIn videos, the business intelligence for consultant, Power BI essential training, how to fully utilize graphs to make it look more appealing, and also Tableau essential training, which in my opinion, Tableau is much easier to use compared to Power BI. And for assignment 2, I've learned how to use SAP ERP essential training from LinkedIn, and also the SAP financial essential training. I also learned how to use SAP Fiori and users, and also from Oracle, the managed budget and forecast. These things I feel like is essential for an accountant, for a future accountant, as it will require us to use more and more graphs to attract more and more clients of us.